Hey guys, what's up? I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins, and I wanted to address something very quickly. There is a study out there that everybody loves to recite that says that black wealth is expected to drop to zero by the year 2053. The study says that median black wealth will drop to zero by 2053. So I want to say two things, and this is me as a finance professor. One, all black wealth is not going to drop to zero. Only the median is going to drop to zero. The median is the middle. Half will be above, half will be below. We will be below. Second of all black wealth is not going to drop to zero for everybody. Black wealth will only drop to zero for those who choose not to prepare. Those who choose not to embrace financial literacy, their wealth will probably drop to zero. Those who do not learn new ways of building wealth, their wealth will probably drop to zero. Those who don't embrace a new way of thinking about black economics, their wealth will drop to zero. Those who continue to do whatever, mainstream media is teaching you about money, their wealth will drop to zero. Those who continue to consume and spend and do the things that we're trained to do as black people, their wealth is going to probably drop to zero. So I need you to right now make a decision, make a choice. Which side of the fence you're going to be on. There's going to be a clear line drawn right in the middle, right at zero. That's where the median is. I'm a statistician as well, and that's what a median is. It's right in the middle. So you're going to have those below. They're going to have zero net worth or net or below. Many of them will have negative net worth from student loan debt that they can't repay. Maybe car loan debt where they went out and bought fancy cars before they actually made investments. Maybe debt from, other things, I don't know, whether it's consumer debt or whatever. And then you have those who are above. These are going to be people who buy real estate so that they can actually increase the value of their net worth over time. People who start businesses will be on that side of the fence. Those who invest in the stock market will be on this side of the fence. Those who avoid dangerous debt, like excessive student loan debt, excessive consumer debt, things like that, they're going to end up on that side of the fence. So I ask you again one more time, and I want you to answer this in your head. Now, you ain't got to tell me. Which side of the fence are you going to be on? All black wealth is not dropping to zero by 2053. It will only drop to zero for those who do not prepare, who choose not to change our economic habits. That's it. If you want to learn more about economics, you can get started for free today, right now at theblackbusinessschool.com, THE, that's theblackbusinessschool.com. Go sign up. And if you're on a platform, hit the thumbs up button and share this video so that we can know to prepare for the coming economic storm. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Peace.
This is going to be a response or some commentary on Dr. Boyce Watkins' video that I thought was quite interesting. The black wealth crisis. By 2053, the median black wealth is expected to go below zero. And it's something I've just been getting more interested in, like black ownership, black assets, black wealth, black business, black power, all that good shit, right? And I really think about like what that really means to be wealthy. What does that really mean? And what that means to me is the ability to have true freedom. Because if you have to wake up every day and do something you don't want to do simply to get paid, you're not free. And you could have a high-paying job, but that doesn't really mean shit if you're not able to invest that money into assets that appreciate and that can create cash flow and do bigger and greater things for yourself. And that's where I think there's a couple things contributing to the Black Wealth Challenge. One, we're not taught financial literacy, especially in these public schools. They don't really give a fuck. The teachers themselves don't know this information. So there's already a problem with that. And even if they did, at the end of the day, people are going to spend their money on how they want to spend it. And that's just not just a black problem. That's an American issue, or probably an everyone problem, but I'll try to focus on us as much as possible. So I feel like black wealth is important because we're putting ourselves in a bad position, not us on this platform, but the masses are putting themselves in a bad position because they don't have assets. They don't understand how to utilize those assets, even if they did, to create freedom for themselves. And that's kind of fucked up too. they'll give you the vaccine before they even mention reparations. So I just think that's really interesting too. It should really make you question a lot of things. I'm sure all of you already have, but that's besides the point. And I think just owning businesses, it's not enough just to have an education. A degree really doesn't mean shit as much as we think it does, or as much as a lot of people say it does. It really doesn't. I think experience is more important personally. And having mentors that could guide you. Dr. Bush is a mentor. Um, People who have created wealth. You get what I'm saying? Because that's what all the white people are doing. That's what all the Asian communities are doing. They have wealth. They have assets. They have systems and structures in place to produce the type of lifestyle they want. And I just feel like that's why we're so behind. One of the reasons we're so behind, and the government contributed greatly to that. Things like redlining and other policies that have negatively impacted the black wealth of the community, and so, or the ability to accumulate wealth for the community. So there's a lot of challenges. I do think that needs I do think that needs to be addressed, because we're not getting ahead. We are really not getting ahead, and we're gonna run ourselves into a new form of slavery. I would say we already have in some degree, but I don't know. I just feel like we have to start thinking beyond, and we have like, trillions of dollars of buying power, but none of that stays in the community. That shit just goes out to other companies and like stuff. We buy shit, and this is an American problem as well. We buy shit that we oftentimes use one time and then store in a closet somewhere, never to use again. We buy overpriced shit that is not worth what we're buying. We would rather buy $400 shoes instead of purchasing the stock, which is like $60 a share. These types of things is just stupid to me. I don't understand it, but I feel like people are gonna do what they want to do with their money, and not all black wealth is going to zero, and that's something I thought was really interesting. Dr. Boyce touched on as well, is the fact that or a lot of us is actually going to be ahead by 2053. I know we're going to be where we need to be, because a lot of people are waking up, but I got to look at what percentage of us will and what percentage of us won't. There will be more of us that don't, that will have zero assets than there'll be more people in that don't that do than that do. So there'll be more people that don't have any assets. And if you're holding on to cash and you don't have any other assets, that's very unsafe because of things like inflation and different things that is fucking up the money. And that's a whole different topic. But basically, yeah, we have to buy assets, we have to own businesses, we have to have things that we could pass on. An MBA career you can't pass on to your children, no matter how hard you try. It just doesn't work. Or, I haven't seen it work. So I feel like a lot of this was by design, though. A lot of this stuff was designed. You get what I'm saying? So we shouldn't expect some type of different result from something that was designed to be like this. And it's just kind of it is fucked up, but I feel like we're gonna be okay, because black excellence always excels. And so we can't save everybody, but the ones that are wise enough to listen and take action will be okay.